Welcome to Secondsutra Matrimony. First of all, I am Sarana Kumar from Secondsutra Matrimony team, and I am very happy to welcome you all to this special webinar, Healing from Past Relationship and Divorce. First of all, thank you so much for joining us on this Sunday. We truly value your time, and we are glad you are here for this important session about emotional healing and fresh beginnings. This webinar is organized by Secondsutra Matrimony, a platform created for people looking for a meaningful second marriage, whether after divorce, separation, or loss. Also, just a quick note, if there is any internet issue on my side, there may be a small break in my connection. Please excuse that and kindly stay connected. The session will continue smoothly. Today, we are honored to have with us Mrs. Vennila Mary, a well-known consultant psychologist and certified family and couple therapist. You may know her from Kalaignar TV's Vazhndhu Kattuvom show, and she has conducted over 2,000 plus workshops helping people deal with emotional and relationship challenges. Her sessions are known from being warm, practical, and full of real understanding. We are sure this session will give you clarity and support for your own healing journey. Now, I hand over the session to Mrs. Vennila Mary. Please listen with an open heart. We believe her guidance today will truly help you take a positive step forward.
Oh, hi everyone. Am I audible?
Just raise
Yes,
your hand.
yes.
Am I audible?
For all the
Okay.
participants, just raise your hands if you can. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for your
Is
response.
my video also visible?
So you can see the slides, right?
Yeah, can you see the video? My video is visible or not? I just wanted to check that. Yeah, fine, thank you. So, good evening everyone who have joined this workshop. I'm Vennila, as the introduction was given. I'm a psychologist and a certified family and couple therapist. So I know today's topic is a bit very sensitive and very heartwarming thing, because this webinar is not about something like many of us carry silently. And yeah, this is about something which we carry silently, the emotional wounds which are left by a past marriage, whether through divorce or a separation or a loss. So today is not about judging your past, but about understanding it with compassion and processing your pain with clarity and stepping towards an emotional freedom and healing. So, before we could step into that, I would like you all to open your chat. There will be a link. You just have to click that link and answer the question. It is for just to understand the group's mindset. So, it is a Mentimeter. Can I have that? Is it pasted in the chat? Can you paste that link?
Yeah.
Okay. So once you paste that link, I will share my screen to see the responses. Okay, the participants can join that. Okay, and here I share my screen. Can you all see my screen? Are you all able to see the result which is coming in? Only one person, okay. What do you want to focus on most in your healing journey? That is, throughout this process, that is from the past relationship, hurt feelings, what do you want to focus more on? Either it is on your self-worth, or about the trust issues, or forgiveness, or emotional stability, or rebuilding your identity, or setting boundaries. Which one would you prefer more? Trust issue, trust issue? Great. Is the responses recorded? Fine. So mostly it is about trust issue. This is something which, one second, I'll stop sharing my screen. Sorry. Fine. So, trust issue is something which I expected will be the answer because the first thing which we lose in a traumatic relationship or in a failed relationship is trust. So, is that the end of our relationship? Is it like we can't trust anybody, or is it something which we are not no eligible or we are not worthy to be loved again? It's not what it's all about. It is all about the mindset and the situation and what type of past you have. Okay, so today we will be uh, just have some awareness how we can heal ourselves from the past broken marriages or any relationship. Can I have the PPT presentations? Yeah, can you go to the next slide? Okay, fine, thank you. So first is we should understand what are the emotional wounds we have from our past marriages. See, past marriages often leave us with an emotional imprints like betrayal or guilt or grief or rejection or abandoned. These aren't just memories. You can't just keep it as a memory, or you can, it's just that it can't lie on one side of our brain. They live in our nervous system. So when it lives in our nervous system, it is always in our thoughts and in our behavior. So it is in a state of getting triggered by any present situation we face with. So this is more of an unresolved feeling which we haven't addressed because it needs the partner as well to validate it or to heal it. But we are not given that opportunity because we have left that particular traumatic relationship. So this unhealed can create emotional block that will affect what major of the people marked it. That is trust and also the emotional stability, love, or even seeing ourselves can become a block. How we were seeing ourselves before and how we see ourselves now also differs from this. So just recall, whoever is here, just recall one emotion that is still lingering in your past relationship and kindly close your eyes. See, think that you want to push that away. So when you just do a breathe in, and when you're breathing out, just push that particular one emotion which you want to throw it out of your mind. Okay, shall we all do it? Just close your eyes and bring that one emotion which is still lingering from your past, and you want to just push it away from you. So, what you do is close your eyes, take a deep breath, and name your emotion and just let it out. Breathe out. Okay, nicely, right? Just let it out. Fine. If you have one or two emotions also, you can just do it again and again. Okay. So what happens is this particular thing will help you to ease out or give some kind of healing process for your own. Like you can self-heal yourself and try to understand that you need healing. You need to be happy. You need a life which will give you a lot of confidence and trust in you. So the next slide. What happens? What is the psychological impact of separation or divorce or loss? First thing is when a marriage ends, we don't just lose a partner, we often lose a part of our identity, our routine, our shared dreams, our shared goals, our memories, our future, our financial planning, our future with them. If we have kids, then it's completely going to be a complete darkness kind of a mindset, or it's always constant fear of what is the next, what's going to be the next. So this separations can bring a sense of failure for us. It's always like we think that if the relationship ends, we are a failure. And divorce can bring a kind of societal shame, and loss can also bring grief and guilt. So it is important for you all to recognize your emotions are valid and you're not broken and you're not grieving. Whether you have lost someone, so the grieving process is there. And if it is going to be a broken marriage, then again, your identity is there. You're still in the process of separation. You have a kid. There are a lot of legal formalities, and it is a kind of constant trauma in your mind. So, this, how you will be able to deal. This needs, first of all, support from yourself, support from the family, support from your society, support from your colleagues, support from your friends. Because when you are alone and handling this, you will have lot of emotional traumas happening. So you need to have some self-compassion towards yourself, and you should also have some kind of changed routine so that it will help you to overcome this particular process and not get stuck in your past. Okay, yeah, the next slide. This is a small activity which will help you to understand what is the feelings you are not able to see. See, the top part of the iceberg will be your behavior, how you are behaving nowadays after the broken marriage or losing someone or a separation or a relationship. How are you behaving? So, if you all are no, having a pen and paper, if you are sitting in your office room, kindly take a pen and paper. If not, also, I'll just give you a few seconds to go and bring it and come. Just write what are the behaviors you see in yourself. Either it is constant anger, or you're just throwing things, or you're not talking to anyone, or it is like you keep always asking questions and you always have doubts on people. So these kind of behaviors you can list it on top. And how do you feel? What are the feelings which is making you to behave this way? Because you don't trust anybody, that's why you're questioning, or you don't want to show that you are very weak, so you get angry, or you are not understood, so you have to be alone, or you're drifting, or you're moving away from people. You just write it down. Okay? Do you have any doubt in this? Anyone? The top part will be your behavior, and the down part of the iceberg will be what are your feelings, which is triggering this type of behavior. Okay? Can I give a minute time for you all to fill? Is everyone doing it? If yes, can I see your thumbs up or any kind of yes towards this? In the chat also you can tell, or raise your hand and say yes, I am doing it. How many of you are trying this? The participants? If you can respond, it will be easy for us to understand that yes, you are able to understand that worksheet. Yes, if you finish it, just raise your hands. Okay? You can click on the raise hands in the reaction part. If you have done, you can just, so I will go to the next one. Nice. Kirtana is done. Okay. Just few more seconds I will give for the others to complete. You can just raise your hands once you complete it. See, many of our behavior has a hidden emotions towards that. So if your behavior is a negative one, then something unhealed is there in your feelings, in your emotions. Some kind of unhealed hurts, scars are there. So we need to address that so that your behavior will be towards a positive and a growth mindset. Okay, fine. Have everyone done? Can I go to the next slide? Yes means kindly put it in the chat, so I will, yeah, great. Yes. Thank you for your response. Can you go to the next slide? So, how do you think or how do you understand that I am not healed or completely out of that particular past relationship, or still I'm holding on to it? Is you will be constantly thinking about your ex-husband or your ex-partner or relationship, whoever you were in relationship with, or a person who left you, that is who you lost them. So this particular, when you lost someone, like when you lose someone because of they died or something, then that is something which we can't do anything about, but we have to oversee, or like we have to overcome that through a grief process. But apart from that, if it is going to be a broken relationship or a broken marriage, then if you are constantly thinking about the ex and the negative impact or the negative experience with that person, then it shows that you haven't completely healed from it, and you have constantly having a fear on trusting people. If you have that fear, even you have a fear to connect with your loved ones, you are not able to build new relationship, then again there is a sign that you are not healed yet. Then comparing new people to your ex, or again emotional numbness towards any kind of incidents, or you are overreactive or over exaggerating on things, or you have a constant comparison about you and others. So these things, because if any of these sound familiar, it is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign that your heart still needs attention. So you have to have a kind of self compassion first towards yourself, because you constantly want someone to help you to overcome this particular feeling of yours. So if you have experienced any of these, can you put it in the chat which one it is? Like, I have fear of trust, or I'm emotionally numb now, or I constantly compare, or I'm always thinking about my ex. Which one would you choose, or which one you are facing now? Can you just put it in the chat? Either it is recurring thought of your ex, or fear of trusting, or comparing new people and you're not able to trust them, emotional numbness. See, we are not going to question you or ask you anything. So it's just going to be like you can just let what you are having in your mind. So it will help you to ease it out. Yeah. Okay. Fear of trust. And your rule, second and third. Okay. Fear of trust. Many of you will definitely have this particular fear of trust part because that is something which we really need to connect with people and to live our life in a social, societal, and to live with people. We need trust. If that is lost, then it's going to be a difficult process. So I understand how it will traumatize you. It's kind of a traumatizing feeling, but don't worry, you can heal yourself and come out of this. Nothing like we will not be able to get into a new life or not. It's just that we have to heal from the past and build the emotional resilience and build the independent on us and on the society as well. Okay, so the next slide. So most of us, what we do is whenever we are having or whenever we undergo pain or any kind of negative incidents or events, we tend to avoid that pain. We don't want to feel that, and we overwork or isolate and get into some kind of distracting ourselves into social media or substance abuse. So this avoidance is like putting a band-aid on a wound that needs stitches. Okay. So this will not help you to heal. It is just that it will just be there, and it will take time to close, or it will be done in a wrong way. So you have to heal it in the right way. You have to heal your past in the right way. If you do that, then you will be able to overcome or move on from the past negative experiences or the past traumas. Because when you are not trying to accept that, yes, my life has become like this and I have taken a decision to move on, then you have to support yourself to move on. You can't distract. You should not stress yourself. Some people say, if I am ideal, I keep thinking about it. So, distracting in an unhealthy way will also trigger the past, and it will not help you to move on in a positive way. It will just suppress all the negative things in your mind. So, when you get into a new relationship or when you want to get into a new relationship, again, these doubts and fears will pop off, and it will not allow you to go on or move on. Okay, so what we have to do, what we can do, we have to understand and accept our emotions. Okay, yeah, the next slide. Now, the power of emotional acknowledgement. What do you think? What is this power of emotional acknowledgement? What is emotional acknowledgement? Anybody can put it on the chat. What is emotional acknowledgement or acceptance? What is it? Can anyone? Why we need this acknowledgement and acceptance? Okay, no issues. I will tell you. See, healing always starts when we allow ourselves to feel, even if it is uneasy, or even if it is very hard, or even if it is going to messy your mind. This particular process is when you start allowing yourself to feel it, because when you suppress your past or suppress your emotion, the pain will prolong. But when you accept, that this is what has happened. It will help you. It's okay. This has happened to me, but that doesn't mean that this is end. This is not for life end. So it doesn't mean that that's it. So it did happen, but I choose to no longer run from it, or no longer deny that, or no longer want to hide that or suppress that. So, this particular mindset of approving that I have to move on, I have to break this block, I have to understand my strength to overcome this, then definitely you will come up with the resilience power, which will help you to move on in a very positive way. It will help you to face the society, face your parents, give a kind of hope that, yes, my life will not end this way. Just ask or just tell yourself that whether you tell this particular statement to yourself, that is, it's okay to feel this way, but it's okay because I am in the healing process. If you haven't said this, please try to tell this often that it's okay to feel this way. It's okay that I'm not able to trust people. It's okay that I'm scared of my future. But I am in the process of healing. I am in the process of making myself stronger, building the emotional resilience and the hope which I have. I'm building the hope. I'm going to come back with more confident and more emotional resilience. Okay? Yeah, the next slide. So for all this, we need letting go. Let it go. So when you let the things, let the past, the pain or the hurt, if you're not going to let it go, then it cannot create a closure to that particular incident or that particular relationship. So closure is not always a conversation or an apology. True closure is an inner process. Many people say that there was no proper closure of that particular incident or that particular thing which he told me or she told me, or the parents how they treated me or how they have accused me. With all that, there is no proper closure. But that is not the real closure. The real closure is the inner closure, the inner process where you make peace with not knowing all the answer. Because when you have a broken marriage or you lost someone, you always have this particular thing, like there will be so many questions which don't have an answer for it. So you make peace with that, even you don't know the answer for it. So letting go isn't forgetting. Some people think like we have to forget. The more you want to forget, the more you remember it. So letting go isn't forgetting. It's actually freeing your energy from being tied to the past. Just holding on to the past and draining your energy, that is from removing you from that particular hold is called letting go. So if you have the proper closure in your inner self, then yes, you will have an emotional closure to your past. Okay? Yeah, the next slide. When you have an inner closure, many of you when you have a broken marriage or any kind of relationship, past toxic relationship or whatever it is, why you came out of the relationship, you know how you have undergone the pain, the problems, or the accusations you have undergone. Still, many will be undergoing the process, but you in this process you might tend to lose yourself. So you need to rebuild your self-esteem and emotional independence, because in a marriage we often compromise parts of ourselves after it usually in a marriage we compromise. Okay, we try to leave certain things which we like to do, and we compromise so that this marriage can be worked on, or it can go peacefully. But once it ends, we have a chance to rediscover our voice, our values, our vision. So who are beyond the title of this particular husband and partner, or all this particular title is removed, and now is the time for you to reconnect yourself with your powerful inner self. So you should always try not to lose yourself or blame yourself, even if people are blaming you, or if people are accusing you. Why did you do this? Why you are not able to have patience in this particular thing? Why you have to raise your voice here? Wh- Why did you do this mistake? It's because of you only. So this particular blame or accusations you will be getting, but don't worry about it. Don't self blame yourself. If you have stood up for yourself, then be brave enough to stand up till the end. Okay, so try to reconnect with yourself, and try to become more powerful inner. Okay, so I would like you to write down three things which you love about yourself. Okay, I can just give you a few seconds. Just write down three things which you love about yourself. If you can put it in chat, you can put, but if you don't want, then you can write it in your whichever place you are. You can write it in a book, and you can just decorate it and stick it in your room or something. What are or just write three things or you love about yourself. Okay, yeah, the next slide. So, how many of you, after a broken marriage, you will have a different opinion about relationship altogether. So we have to start rewriting the belief patterns we have brought from our past. Sometimes we think I am not lovable, or I am not worthy to be loved, or I'm always. Thank you, Kirtana, for putting your three strengths. That's nice, actually. And yeah, so any kind of negative beliefs about yourself or about relationship, we need to reframe. I have given an example here, like I'm not lovable, but I am worthy of healthy love. That's what we want. You can rewrite that. If you are telling love always ends with pain, sorry, love is something which is always like, no, it gives us hurt. It's always like I am not worthy to be loved or what. But you can just say love is possible with the right mindset. Okay, so you will have lot of negative beliefs like this. So what you can do is write it down and reframe it the way I have given example here. And why we have to rewrite is, when you rewrite, you can heal yourself, you can get a confident towards your life, or you can also get some kind of motivation to build a new relationship. Okay, and it will help you in the process of becoming ready for a new relationship. Love is feel good with the right person. Yes, Kirtana. When you have, see, it's not like you are unlucky. Okay, luck and unluckiness doesn't come under the marriage process. You are a lucky person. That's why you were able to move out of the wrong person. Okay, but don't worry. Still, you start loving yourself, and don't start blaming yourself or blame the people or around, whatever it is. Okay, Hopefully, you will definitely get the right person very soon. Okay, now the next slide. Readiness for new relationship. I know most of you will have 50-50 mindset, or some people will not even have that mindset of getting into a new relationship, because this is something we have, like, no, before and after. So before a marriage or before a relationship, the mindset what we have towards the partner, about the relationship, all gets rewired into a negative pattern after a failed relationship or the toxic relationship. So this healing will, it's not like you want to seek someone immediately, but it is all about not making your past as a reference for your new relationship. That past relationship is completely different because the person is different, the family is different, the connection, uh, the connection you had with that person or the relationship is different. Okay, so when you're fearing that whether it will happen again, then it's going to be like you always fear repeating the past. So before you enter into a new relationship, emotionally you should be ready. That is the first thing. So to become emotionally ready, you need healing process. To heal, you have to have an inner closure. Yes, that's a very good question. How do I know if I am ready? See, there is nothing like there is a answer for this and it will always prepare yourself. The first thing is you will feel that the past relationship is not anymore disturbing your present connection with people. The past is not affecting your trust factor in the present relationships. You are having some motivation towards building a relationship. You will have some kind of trigger point where you also want, or you just get attracted to people again. You want to build a family. When you see a family, you won't feel like I am a failure. My life is gone like that. You will not feel negative, but you will feel that why can't I try to build a family like this? So your mind, your thoughts will definitely tell you that you are ready for the next relationship. So you have to concentrate on your no thought pattern, how it is, your belief pattern, your emotion. So this particular feelings will help you to understand that whether you are ready for your new relationship, so that you can trust without fear, or you can definitely have some kind of hope in building a healthy relationship. Okay, the next slide. So before you could get into a relationship, another relationship, or in the healing process, you should have one thing where, no, one important thing is setting your boundaries, setting certain kind of roadmap. You have to emotionally recover from it, like peace, forgiveness, just moving off and not bothered about what is happening in your the past thing. Next is you can get counseling support, because counseling make wonders in understanding your thought process. There are a lot of therapies which gives healings. There are a lot of therapies which build motivation, self-esteem, self-love, self-care, self-empathetic, and build confidence in yourself. So you can definitely look out for some therapy or counseling. Usually surround yourself with people who can motivate you and not keep talking about the mistakes or whatever happened in your past. Don't keep people who keep reminding of what you did not do or what happened to you. Journal your thoughts and journal your experience about how the process of healing is happening for you. And also give time for yourself. Don't rush over another relationship. Stay connected to positive people. Be patient because healing is non-linear. Healing is something which doesn't happen just fraction of second. It needs lot of time. So try to take it. Finish me. See, I understand this particular negative emotion comes in your mind. You envy people who have healthy relationship, but I understand that this is very painful. But if you're going to be in that pain, that's not going to help you to understand what can be done the next step. But if you heal from it, you also deserve a healthy family. You also need to support your kids. Then, yes, you have to heal from your past. This will help you like understand, or it will help you to live a life with hope and happiness. Some kind of peacefulness in your mind and inner heart is required. Inner mind requires healing because yes, you still have career to build, you still have to support your family, you still have to live in this world. Okay, so you always you whoever is here, please tend to, or please try to tell yourself, keep repeating yourself that I am healing, I am becoming a whole person. I'm learning to love again. I'm starting to heal myself. I'm starting to love myself. So keep telling this so that this will help you to break the blocks which has been created from your past very painful experience. Okay? Yeah, the next slide. So healing is not just about letting go, it's also about being open for a new beginning. Okay, so when you're emotionally ready and you want to explore your life with a person who really needs your love and who can really help you to build a healthy life, then you deserve a space, you deserve to start a new journey. And if you feel that, you can register here because you have people in your same mindset where they have undergone some pain in their past. So you'll be the better people to give that healthy relationship back again. Okay? So thank you so much for joining this workshop. And here you can, if you have any questions, you can ask me so that I will help you to know, I'll help to answer that. Healing from your past marriage or relationship is not easy, guys. I understand, but it's one of the most courageous journey you can take. Okay, so you are not your past. You are not. You are your healing. You are not the past. You are the person who you heal, and then you. It's like a rebirth. So now, how you are is what you have to take into consideration. Okay. Any questions? See, Anya Arun, right? So you tend to avoid places where family comes in, and you also avoid your daughter, like your kid, not going it. See, it is very difficult because even for the kid, it can be some kind of triggering factor where people are having family and all. But what I can tell you is like there are many single parents, or there are people who have this kind of mindset. There are a lot of groups also. So you can get connected with that single parents, and you can start making your child also to be more aware of that the family is not together, and try to have more communication with the kids so that when you take your kid to those type of places, See that you come back and have a very healthy conversation with the kid, and you also trying to accept and taking the kid also to accept that this is how it is. Because as an adult, acceptance is a bit easier, but for the kids, they are all emotional people because their cognitive brain doesn't work, no, doesn't develop until they reach 18. So they deal everything emotionally. So you should be the powerful person to hold on to their emotional distresses. Okay? Any questions or anything which you can put it in the chat or you can ask me? Thank you so much for whoever joined. Okay, I all wish that you get that healing very soon and try to build the confidence and be ready to get into a relationship in a more healthier way and more no trustful way and see that your past doesn't influence you in any of your future or any of your present situation. Thank you, Anya. Thank you, Anya Arun, for your feedback. And one more person also, I think, has. Yeah, thank you, Manigandan. So, Saranam,
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, and for your such a heartfelt, eye-opening session. I'm sure many of us could relate to what was shared, and more importantly, you've taken one step closer to healing and moving forward. And once again, thanks to each one of you for joining us today. Your time and presence mean a lot to us. Before we end, I'd like to share a few words about Second Sutra Matrimony, the platform that brought this session to you. At Second Sutra, we believe everyone deserves a second chance at love, one that's built on trust, understanding, and emotional maturity. Whether you are divorced, separated, or widowed, our platform is designed just for you with 100% mobile verified profiles and LinkedIn and Aadhaar for additional verification to build some trust. And we focus only on privacy. We have a lot of privacy focused features, and then compatibility based matchmaking, and we have a dedicated assisted service also in it to guide you personally. If you are ready to take the next step, you can register now at secondsutra.com. I share the link on the chat as well. We are here to support you, not just with matches, but with respect and care for your journey. Thank you once again for being part of today's session. All. We wish you healing, happiness, and hopeful new beginnings. Yeah, if you want to ask any questions, you can just send it to us in chat, and later you can ask reach us anytime at through our email ID support@secondsutra.com. Thank you once again, ma'am. Okay, guys, we're going to end the session now. Thank you all.